The next one I had done was Margaret Duncan, but unfortunately I haven't her. They're stuck in Aberdeen. So I have to ask Margaret Hadden up next, who's got to tell us a story about this laddie of hers.
Actually, it was a virus, and the only thing that's curing it is my grouse. But I'm not wanting to embarrass you all, so I've put it in a wee bottle. Okay. I'm not in for bumming and blowing. I wouldn't bum and blow, but my wee Clint is the nicest wee laddie you've ever met or you ever going to meet. So clever, such a really wonderful artist. Really, his art teacher is so proud of him. Now you see, when you go about Bathgate and all the walls and the sides of buildings, all the beautiful drawings, when the dykes and the bus shelters, that's my Clint. And he's such a great actor. He's the talk of the skill, and they think that he might be someday be the next Ewan McGregor. So he was picked for the school play at the end of the session. Now the wee self forgot his words. Now would you know, but he improvised. Now would you not think that the teacher would have been pleased at him improvising the clever wee thing? No, they weren't pleased at all. The wee cell was supposed to say, away home, there's no room for you. But instead he forgot and he says, oh hello Mary and Joseph, come a walk in, there's plenty of room in the inn, come a walk in. So I'll need to read this because I can't mind this off by heart. I'm glad the skills teach about the birds and the bees because I've never been able to explain it to my wee Clint. So I was fair flummoxed when Clint came home for the skill and asked, can you and my father no get married? Oh, I was fair embarrassed. I said, son, we are married. There's your wedding photo on the sideboard with me and your father outside the kirk, with your Uncle Jimmy and your Auntie Jenny. What do you think I was wearing that big white frock for, and that veil? I ken the photo spilt with your granny Balbardi greeting and holding that big white hanky up to her een. She wasn't very pleased when your Uncle Jimmy put that caption on it. Be good to my Willie Jessie Brown. For by the start wouldn't I brought a broad laddie like you to Mammy and Daddy that wasn't married. Clint said, but Mammy, Pim Brown was telling us what a great time he had at his father's wedding, and he asked if I had enjoyed myself at yours. I tell him I couldn't mind being there, and maybe you weren't married. But wee Jimmy Smith's father has told him he can bring 2 pals to his wedding. Jimmy's gained first chance to anybody who'll ask him back to their mammy or their daddy's wedding. So I suppose I'll no get unless you get married again. But you're wrong about the stork. Wee Jeannie McBean and her brothers, they've never had a father, but they've got lots and lots of uncles, and each one brings them money and sweeties and presents. On a Saturday night, their new uncle gave them money to go to the pictures and wear for a feed after. He's a rare laugh, he likes a joke. One night when they came home for the pictures, the house was in darkness. After they knocked for a while, their new uncle shoved money through the letterbox and told them to go and buy fish suppers. He said he was playing hide and seek with her mammy. Sissy Mackay went to her father's wedding. What a great time she had. And she was allowed to bring 2 pals and they ate through the buffet all night. Then Sissy got up and sang I'm Nobody's Child. She made £12 in tips for the guests. The young old wifey was even greeting, but her granny was fizzing. I would be a lot better if I've had 2 mammies and 2 daddies. Archie Gardner has that, and he's never short of cash or sweeties. He just has to say to his daddy and stepmother, my real mammy is buying me a bike. But I'd far rather hear a computer to make me clever, so you would be proud of me. When he gets home, he says to his real mammy and his stepfather, my real father's getting me a computer, but I'd far rather hear a bike to make me fit and healthy, so you wouldn't need to nurse me if I took no wheel, with no getting fresh air. Archie Kent, he wouldn't get a fondue for his mammy and daddy didn't speak. Sure enough, the next week when he visited his real father, there was a computer waiting for him and a TV to go where. At the end of the month, he got a brand new mountain bike for his mammy. I was worried because I didn't want to go through the rigmarole of a wedding just to give Clint a party. But when his father came home, he had a talk with Clint. He said, seriously, son, you didn't think your mother and I are going to get married again to give you a party? Bring some of your pals on Saturday night. We'll hire a video, and I'm sure your mammy will get in hamburgers and crisps and sweeties. The very dabs is Clint.
Clint really is a good laddie.
Yes.
For by being a bit of an artist. I think that Margaret Hadden, that was Margaret's for Regal, but you might have kent her when she had a wee shop just doing by there, just next to the bike shop.